Hey Simpsons fans, welcome back to the official channel where we go deeper into Springfield than even the squeaky voiced teen on a dare. We saw your reactions to the season 36 finale. We saw the shock, the theories, the heartbreak. A Stranger Things gave us a glimpse into a pretty grim potential future, one where the family is fractured and, well, one where someone very important is missing. It got a lot of you talking, and it got us thinking. What if that wasn't just a glimpse? What if we ripped off the 36-year-old Band-Aid and jumped forward for good? It's a move that could solve one of the longest-running criticisms of the show. But, as we discovered, it comes with a trade-off so major that it might just break everything. Part 1. The argument for the jump. Let's be honest. You've heard it, we've heard it, your dog has probably heard it. Why don't they ever age? Bart has been 10 years old since 1989. Maggie has been a baby for longer than most of you have been alive. It's the ageless quality that has made the show a television fixture, but it's also a source of endless debate. The time jump scene in A Stranger Things presents a radical solution. Imagine a season 37 that picks up right there. Bart and Lisa are now, more or less, the age they would be if they'd aged in real time. Suddenly, the story possibilities explode. The writers would have a whole new sandbox to play in. We could explore stories the show, in its current form, could never truly commit to. Homer, a widower trying to navigate a world without his Marge. Lisa, a successful professional grappling with family trauma. Bart facing the real-world consequences of a life of underachievement. This wouldn't just be a one-off special. This would be the new reality, a fixed canon. Actions would have permanent consequences. This approach would allow the show to connect with the audience that literally grew up alongside it. The satire could become sharper, more grounded, more painfully real. Think about the finale's take on Florida as a final destination for the elderly. That's the kind of sardonic political humor the show could lean into full time. We could see what became of everyone, we could introduce new characters, new conflicts, and a version of Springfield that has genuinely evolved over 4 decades. On paper, it's an incredible proposition, a way to revitalize the show, silence the critics, and tell stories with genuine, grounded stakes. But there's that trade-off we mentioned, and it's a big one with a very tall blue beehive. Part 2. The trade-off, a world without Marge. A permanent time jump to the A Stranger Things future means one thing is non-negotiable. Marge is gone, for good. Marge isn't just a character. She is the bedrock of The Simpsons. She's the emotional glue, the moral compass, the quiet, steady force that allows the rest of the family's chaos to be funny instead of just sad. The show has dealt with permanent character loss before, most famously with Maude Flanders. But Maude, bless her heart, was a supporting character. Losing Marge would fundamentally and irrevocably alter the show's DNA. Every single story would be haunted by her absence. Homer wouldn't just be the lovable oaf, he'd be a grieving widower, and that loss would color every dough and every Duff beer. The sibling dynamic between Bart and Lisa, the very core of A Stranger Things, is compelling because it's built on the tragedy of losing their mother. Could that sustain an entire series? The appeal of our future episodes has always been the safety net. You can watch future drama or Lisa's wedding and feel the emotional weight, but you know that next week everything will be back to normal. Homer and Marge will be in their familiar bed, Bart will be at his chalkboard, and all will be right in Springfield. Removing that safety net, especially by removing Marge, would limit the show in a way it has never been limited before. It might be a powerful drama, but would it still be The Simpsons? Part 3. The secret weapon, our elastic canon. So why do we stick to this floating timeline? Is it just laziness, a refusal to change? No, it's a deliberate choice. It's the show's secret weapon, the elastic canon. Because the family in Springfield remain in a static state, we have the ultimate freedom. We can tell any story. One week we can do a heartbreaking tale of a grieving widower in the future. The next week we can do a full-blown parody of Game of Thrones. The week after that, Homer can join a secret society that controls the world. This elasticity is what has kept the show running for over 36 seasons and heading towards 40. If we committed to a single, permanent, high-stakes timeline, all of that goes away. The show becomes linear. The boundless, silly world where anything can happen suddenly has rules and limitations. As the show itself parodied in Bart's Birthday, neat, tidy endings are the opposite of what the Simpsons universe is all about. The elastic canon is a double-edged sword. For some, it might reduce the stakes, but for us, it ensures that the Simpsons will always have stories to tell. So, will we be doing a full time jump for season 37? No. A Stranger Things, like all our future episodes, is powerful because it's a what if. It's an illusion of closure in a show that is, by its nature, endless. It allows us to explore these darker paths and character developments without sacrificing the core of what makes The Simpsons, well, The Simpsons. Could we revisit that timeline again? Maybe. There are definitely more stories to tell there, but the show's primary setting will remain the one you know and love. While a time jump is a fascinating idea, the price is simply too high. It would mean giving up the infinite possibility that has been our creative playground for decades. The Simpsons isn't about the beginning or the end. It's about the endless, hilarious, and sometimes heartwarming middle.